Guys, and welcome back to your Friday multiplication lesson again with Miss Shah. So for today's session you're going to need a pencil, paper and the worksheets from the website. So what I want you to do is pause the video for around 15 minutes. Go on the Grange website, your 4 Maths time assessment. You'll find this sheet and I want you to access the time assessment online. I want you to do the assessment and send it over for me to mark, or get your parents to help you mark it if they can. If not, send it over for me to mark, and let's see how you guys did with your times. So pause the video for 15 minutes and you can come back to the video to complete the rest of this lesson. Okay, so for today's session you're going to use the short method of multiplication to multiply 3-digit numbers by 1-digit number. So by the end of the lesson you should be able to set out your calculation correctly. Start from the right hand side when calculating, regroup tens, hundreds and thousands. Recording this in the next column, I can use a calculator to check my own work and fix my mistake. Okay, so last time we did 2-digit by 1-digit, so now we're going to do 3-digit by 1-digit. So short multiplication, 49 times 7. First, set out your calculation correctly with one number in each square. Use a ruler to draw your lines. Calculate the ones digit, 9 times 7, which is 63. We can only put the ones in the ones column, where write the 3 here. We need to regroup the 60 ones into 6 tens. These go into the tens column, write 6 under the line. Now calculate the tens digit. Multiply 4 by 7. 4 tens times 7 equals 28 tens, which is 280. We need to add on the 6 tens that we wrote under the line. 28 tens plus 6 tens equal 34 tens. Write the 4 in the tens column and the 3 in the hundreds column. Can you work out the missing digits in these calculations? Click on the paint splat to reveal the answers. So here are your examples, and what you need to do now is, using the method that I used, I want you to work out the answers for the following 2 multiplication questions. Okay, so multiply 3-digit numbers by 1-digit number. So it's very similar to what we did when we did the 2 digits by 1 digit. The procedure is the same, the steps are the same, but obviously the numbers are more. First, set out your calculation already with one number in each square. Use a ruler to draw your lines. Multiply the ones. Now calculate the tens. Now calculate the hundreds. So 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 2 is 4. Multiply 3-digit numbers by 1-digit number. 201 times 4. First, set out your calculations correctly with one number in each square. Use a ruler to draw your lines. Multiply the ones. Calculate the tens and then the hundreds. Now it gets a bit tricky when it comes to regrouping into the thousands, hundreds, or just regrouping in general. First, set out your calculations correctly. Multiply the ones, the tens, the hundreds. Each time remember to add on the digits you wrote underneath the line when regrouped. So 8 times 7 is 56. Carry the 5 over, write the 6. 6 times 7 is 42. Plus the 2 plus the 5 is the 7. The 4 is carried over, and so on and so forth. And then you do 7 times 4, which is 7, 14, 21, 28. And that's it. So now let's look at the same one here. What I want you to do is follow these steps like we usually do, starting from the ones, moving on to the tens, the hundreds, and remembering to regroup underneath the line where necessary. So 6 times 3 is 18. We put the 8 there, carry the 1 over. 9 times 6 is 54. 4 plus the 1 is 5. We carry the 5 over. 6 times 5 is 30. And then we put the 0 replaces the 5 and the 3 is carried over. Okay, now that we've gone through those examples, I've got this question over here. So following the steps that we did in the other questions, so we start off with the ones, tens, hundreds, and then we regroup underneath the lines where necessary. So what I want you to do is attempt this question before I show you the answer. So pause the video for a few minutes and try to work out the answer for this sum, 3-digit by 1-digit. Remember, start with the ones going all the way up. Okay, so you've got, pause the video for a minute or so before you work it out, and then I'll show you the answer in the next few minutes after you have attempted the question. Guys, so here is your answers. So 6 times 6 is 36. Put the 6 down, carry the 3 over. 6 times 5 is 30. Carry the 3 over, put the 0 there. 0 plus 3 is 3. 4 times 6 is 24, plus the 3 is 27. Carry the 2 over. So there's your answer. That's how you regroup. So it's just making sure you put the numbers in the correct places. Okay. So now let's work backwards. Can you replace the paint splat in this calculation with a digit from the cards to make the calculations correct? Click a digit card to see if you were correct. So what I want to do is pause the video for a few minutes and see if you can work this out using the cards over there. See if you can figure out the multiplication sum. Before I click on the answers, I'm going to click on these cards to see which card is correct. Okay, excellent. So that was the potential answer. So now we could do the same thing for this. All we need to do is pause the video and then try work it out, and then I'll refresh or reveal the answers. So now I'm going to reveal the answers, see where all these missing numbers go. Okay, so what you're going to do now is complete the activity sheets on the website. It's dated 19/06/20, and make sure you also do the assessment for the time unit, and send it over. Good luck guys with this activity, the multiplication one and the time assessment, and hopefully see you next week where we look at a new topic, geometry. Bye guys, good luck, have a good weekend.